Hello and welcome to Guitar Techniques. This is lesson number 6. In this lesson we're going to deal with a banjo-like clawhammer pattern in the key of G major. So we're going to make our guitar sound a bit like a bluegrass banjo. And this is lots of fun, so let's get started. That's the 8-bar pattern that we're going to be playing, and it sounds rather nice, doesn't it? Now it starts on this special chord G5. G5 is a G chord that doesn't have a third in it, so it could be a major or a minor, but we're thinking of it as a major chord today, and this is how we do it. If you know the chord of F, move it up 2 frets, take the second finger off, and that is G5. If you don't know the chord of F, then I'll show you how to do this G5. You flatten your first finger over the E and B strings behind the 3rd fret. You put your 3rd finger behind the 5th fret of the D, and the G string is open. So you have this kind of sound. Got a G note, another G note, a D note, and another G note. So you've actually got 3 G notes. So essentially only 2 different notes, a G and a D. Now the picking is our old favourite, the clawhammer, and we have D string, G string, B string, D string, E string, G string, B string. And it's thumb, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. Crotchet, and then 3 pairs of quavers. So you count it 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and you see the counting written underneath. So it takes a bit of setting up. You've got to make sure you're really crimping the E and B strings down hard, arching carefully with the 3rd finger. It's quite a hard chord to get. And then the next bar is similar, but what you're going to do is you're going to lift your 3rd finger up and you're going to put your 2nd finger behind the 4th fret of the D string, so that sort of falls in position nicely. You play that D string with your thumb and you hammer your 3rd finger back on to where it was in the previous bar and play the rest of the bar like the 1st bar. So this time it's 4 pairs of quavers. You count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the 2 bars, and then you simply do the same thing down 2 frets, but this time the names of the chords are different. Obviously you've moved back down into kind of a normal F position, but with the G string open, that is an F added 2nd or F added 9th, and then you simply hammer on like you did before. So you're moving down like a train on a track. And then on the 3rd line of tablature, bar 5, you simply leave your 1st finger on from where it was for F added 2nd, take the other finger off. You're going to hammer on the 2nd finger to behind the 2nd fret of the D as you play the D string with your thumb. So you've got like 2/3 of a normal C chord here. And this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's the same timing as the previous bar, 4 pairs of quavers. And it's thumb, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. And then you simply add in the 3rd finger to sort of complete your C major chord. And you pick A string, E string, G string, B string, D string, E string, G string, B string. So you've got kind of an alternating bass line in that bar. So the 2 bars, bars 5 and 6. Now, on the last line of tablature, bar number 7, you've got this basic G chord, which you hammer into like you've done previously in this exercise. Basically, you start with your 2nd finger behind the 2nd fret of that bass E string. You play the E string with your thumb, hammer your 3rd finger down behind the 3rd fret of the E string, so that kind of makes it that sort of simple G, picking G. Then you pick D, G, E, B, D, G. So carrying on with the Clawhammer, and then you play the same bar that you played in bar 2. It's kind of an octave on what you've just played, but obviously, you know, it's, you know, not an exact octave, but it's sort of jumping up, isn't it? So this kind of playing sounds a little bit like bluegrass banjo, and if you play it fast, it sounds pretty impressive. As a lot of this exercise is based on an F shape, and if you are a beginner, I would suggest you go over this. Let's have a look at this F chord. First finger is flat over the E and B strings, first fret. So you've got to get clean sound there. Second finger goes behind the second fret of the G, arched. Third finger goes behind the third fret of the D, arched. So you've got, and it's hard to get those two fingers arched and that one flat. And then in this particular exercise, you just take the second finger off. So not one for the absolute beginners, this one, but it's a lot of fun and I think it sounds really good. So G5, F added second, a simple C, three-fingered C, the picking single fingered G chord, and then back up to the G5. So I hope very much that you liked this lesson. If you did, please press the like button and the subscribe button, and don't forget, if you click on that bell icon, you'll get notifications every time I post one of these videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.